I don't know if you use it.
I don't have it. If you want to take it, do it.
Well, I have to get your permission. So,
yeah.
Okay, so. Woohoo!
Okay. Is anybody else?
That was kind of sounding X-rated there for a second.
Yep.
Yeah. And are you saying? Wait. If I would surprise Matt, that would make him nervous, and he wouldn't like that.
Matt's fine with it,
Chip's a little more closed-minded
with that. Yeah. Chip's got a really like a 1980s sense of morality. But he doesn't do these new designer drugs. Only the finest whiskey, Krell, and Chiba for Chip.
Quick question about the game mechanics. I don't understand the rules.
Sure.
One of the advancements I can take says, let's say stat, style or synth or whatever. And it says max +2. So does that mean I can only, if it's added to, does that mean you cannot take it anymore? Or does that mean that you can go up to what your stat is +2? So
sure.
4.
Tell me what page.
It is on that thing. Hold on.
Just want to make sure I'm giving you the right answer.
Yeah, no worries. So just have to get to my sheet. Oh, it's in the advancements section.
Pretty sure 2 is the max.
Okay.
No, you can get 1 + 3 of a stat, but that's after it's a 5 advantage thing. Or at least I can. Sorry,
1 + 3. What does that mean?
There's one stat that you can buy
a single
up to 3.
+3.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
That answers my question. I don't know that you need to look it up, Paul.
Okay.
Could you get synth to +4 that way, or
No.
is it?
+3 is always the maximum.
Yeah, it says.
Because it just dawned on me how synth works when I was looking at the book last night. That all these replace the thing with synth abilities work because synth typically goes higher more easily.
Right.
So I think I've got 20 experience. I'm going to bump meetup and then take the move hard.
Okay.
Jesus Christ. Can we have any more innuendo loaded into that sentence?
Well, if I get tongue
Hard,
and you move
silver
hard.
tongue, yes.
I don't like this game. I need an adult.
Well, I've got covert entry too.
So does that take your meat to 2 then?
No, it takes it to 1.
It takes it to 1. Okay, that's right.
I had been relying upon synth for everything, and
Do you need? I mean, what do you need meat for that you wouldn't use synth?
acquire agricultural property.
Oh. There you go.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what we're heading towards here.
Does anybody else? Is anybody else taking a move?
Should we do links? Or
Oh yeah, that's a really good point.
Or since we only had half session.
Yeah, we didn't actually finish a mission. So we don't do links.
And probably nothing really important happened last time that would, give us.
So are you saying you think that it was significant enough we should do links for everybody but Matt?
No, I think you should be able to do whatever links you want.
Let me see here.
Okay, so anyways, we're I need to talk to Matt, and then we go on to start doing some legwork or whatever.
Okay.
Did our legwork clock get this bad, or is that the old one?
Remember?
No, I don't remember who screwed. What did we screw up? We didn't do that much.
That was where the clock was at the end of last session.
Was it?
Yeah. If you want, I can go and I can pull the video.
No, that's
up.
fine. I'm seeing Trace rolled a 4. Ringo rolled a 6.
Something like that.
I don't know. These guys just don't know how to do this stuff. Okay. So, do you want me to do a...
I'd like you to do a recap so we know where everybody is, and most importantly, who knows what.
Okay. As of right now, we had a meeting with Rake, Trace, and Ringo. I explained what was going on, and that we are trying to. And Matt will be here now, and I'll start explaining it to him.
Okay.
And let's see. Okay, so near Pittsburgh, they've had a lot of control centers because there's this disaster of reclamation that happened there.
Yeah, the pit.
And
Pittsburgh
they've
is
got,
gone.
and they've got. Wait, WT. What
We're
the
in
hell's-
Pittsburgh right now.
No,
No,
we're
well,
not
you're
there.
heading there.
Oh.
What's WT? WT. I thought that was Wayland.
Wayland Utani?
It must be WY. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, so WT handles refugees and disaster relief, and we International Mobiliari has a scientist there named Gordon Chio, who is a cyber brain. He's being held, and we're supposed to extract him.
Can he do indulgences?
Possibly.
Oh.
They're indulging us. So we're getting we got everything like that. It's it pays well. There's one thing that we were doing some work and figuring out. I have an enemy inside International Mobiliari, and he very easily is going to move against us during this mission. So.
I have also that it's like a black ops site. It's some kind of controlled camp, like a prison or processing center.
Yes.
Which I would add to what you just said. But other than that, I don't think we know a whole lot.
So I
correct.
think he has now whatever. I can't even think of it anymore. Chip has not staked yet.
Yeah, Chip, how much do you want to stake?
Well, I've only got 3 credits left. Think we're gonna have to let it ride. 3.
I think that's a really, really bad idea. We got a lot of stuff riding on this, a lot of problems, and we really don't think that's a good idea. So why don't we just kind of ease back on that and try and do something normal? We got some problems already, so I think that's a bad idea.
You know what, guys? I can empathize with where you are, and I think we can find a way to align on a shared purpose and really get some synergistic group behaviors here. So I will take your advice on that. 1, you say? How about the 1 then?
Why are you doing now? You're going to screw the mission now?
What? Oh, you want it not 3, right?
There you go.
You can do
So
1 if you
what?
want. You screw this mission, and we're going to kill you.
Oh, like,
That's some friendly, like team. That's team.
Team building exercise.
Team building.
I think I'm guessing Ringo's not going to be really happy if you screw this mission.
No.
You know, that's just an understatement because I'm already there. You still owe me 45 or us 45 creds.
75.
Oh, was it 75? So it was 75 minus
You've heard
this
of
cut.
the chicken and the bacon at breakfast allegory, right? The chicken and the pig.
Nope.
Huh?
Oh, so so the chicken who lays eggs that we eat at breakfast, you know, he has he has a vested interest in your breakfast, but the pig, of which we eat bacon, has a real vested interest in because he's putting the meat behind the. He's in deep.
Yes.
so what you're saying is that I'm like bacon, and everyone loves bacon. Well, yeah, I think you should not talk about my murder so much.
Not right in front of him.
Yeah,
I mean, unless
Yeah, we'll be glad to conspire
it
behind your
hurts
back.
my
if that's what you want.
feelings.
Okay, it's no problem. We'll think about hurting other things in your feelings, and we won't talk about killing you in front of you. No problem.
All right, great.
All right. So just to one more time, for clarification's sake, you were hired by a person. Carl met with him. Carl knows some backstory on him, but generally you just guys know him as a person who hired you. Carl knows the deeper story on that. He instructed you to extract a guy named Gordon Chio. He is a scientist who escaped from the disaster in Pittsburgh that resulted in the pit. And in the last few weeks, he's kind of bounced around, and he got caught up in one of the Weyland-Yutani disaster reclamation centers. Essentially, Weyland-Yutani took the contract to handle disaster relief and reconstruction in the Pittsburgh area. So they essentially have martial law and martial control over it. So they have that. Anyway, this guy, Gordon Chio, apparently got caught up in the dragnet there and pulled to a Weyland-Yutani facility. What you were told is that right now he's like not listed as anything too high. I mean, he's clearly a scientist. He clearly has some resources, so they've got him there. Eventually, they're going to figure out that this guy is valuable, and the level of protection that's on him is going to change. And they need him extracted before that. Taken out of the facility.
Just a quick question.
Absolutely.
Is the pit, is it PITT or the pit like a hole in the ground?
It's PITT, and yes, it's a giant hole in the ground.
Okay. So pit kind of short for Pittsburgh and a hole in the ground. Okay, thanks. Just for my notes.
Basically, I'm thinking what we want to do is go in and, maybe you could have and just extract them some kind of prisoner exchange or something like that, especially since they don't know who it is. So, Weyland-Yutani. Okay, they're up. That's what I'm thinking we should do. And we're kind of screwed up, and I don't know if we have a lot of information, but we need to get moving. And what does anybody do? We want to do any more? We need to do some more legwork, but I don't know what.
Are we supposed to extract them to give them to somebody, or just simply pull them out and put them in our little van or something? Like what?
Extract them and deliver them.
Extract and deliver.
Yeah.
Oh, and deliver to who?
To the guy who hired
contact.
him. Yeah.
Oh, okay, I see.
And extract an indulgence on the way there, maybe. This guy can do that, right?
You almost got an indulgence last time, and you got the reward for an indulgence, immediately. You got to cash it in. So why don't we not?
It's not for me. I am a giver. But anyway, we'll talk once we have him at gunpoint.
So, typically, some of the legwork involves kind of getting a lay of the land, checking things out electronically or physically.
Let's go to the site. That'd be good.
Okay.
Who's going to?
Let me start.
Sorry.
I'm actually going to start with Scott because Scott is remaining off-site during this operation. That is correct, Scott?
Yes.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
So Scott, you've got. Describe to me the kind of the place you are off-site. What's your secure locale?
Probably what's a probably like a hotel. What's
like in a distant, far distant Pittsburgh suburb?
Yes.
You've got a hotel with a lot of people checked in and refugees and things like that. So you've got a lot of signal mix there and noise to cover you, and you're set up there. You've secured a room there, and you've got your setup. Does that sound right?
That sounds right.
Okay. So tell me now, what is it that you want to do?
I want to investigate the the building itself and see if I can get into their network remotely. See what kind of access I can do remotely.
Okay. So that sounds to me like you're doing research.
Yes.
You're rolling with mind. Do you have anything as a bonus from your programs on that?
+1 ongoing to research.
Okay, great. Then you get a +1 on top of your mind.
Is that is forward? Is that what that is?
Ongoing means it always works.
Okay.
Forward is generally the next move.
Wow, it's gonna be that kind of night.
But the good news is...
Good news is
We've
you get to
got
mark experience.
We've got lots of time on the legwork clock.
4, 5.
So, what was your question?
My question is, does this thing have a way to get it in remotely? What's the system? Can I hack into the building remotely? Basically, is
Yes, but yeah, you can get to it. But what you're going to need is you're going to need your tech guy to actually get you a hard point on there. Essentially a hard point transmitter. So he's going to need to get on site, and it won't take him much of anything to attach it. But once he does that, you'll be able to access the machinery. But you can't hack in from the outside right now. But you can see exactly the kind of setup and the kind of thing you're going to need to do to generate that. Does that seem reasonable?
yes. Oh, wow! This 2 double ones in a row.
How'd you get? Was there a double one last time too?
Yep. If you scroll up a couple, you'll see the previous
Oh my
one.
God! All right. You should also feel free to roll your own dice if you want. If you find that it is truly unpleasant. But essentially, so you won't get any intel, but you do get that, and you can pass that information on. Essentially, it's going to require a gear to do that.
I will pass that on to Rake.
Okay. Who's next?
You were out. You want to? Well, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I think I'm still stuck in that territory, aren't I? When I tried to do a recon last time.
Yep. That's right. That's part of why the mission clock went off, because Ringo went to save some people.
Yep. All right. I guess.
Let's see. After that happens, what are you going to do?
Try and find some place out here to set up as a forward base for this, whether it be to retreat to if it all goes wrong, or to insert to. Essentially, just looking for shelter out here in this area where they're not going to easily just track us down, hunt us down.
Is Ringo in communication with us?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Ringo, you're a big tough guy, and you're a badass. I'm not sure if that's your forte. I'm just asking a question, trying to help you out, trying to see if we should.
No, I got this. Out here on the lonely plain, that's where we shine.
All right, Ringo, why don't you make this is kind of a hit the street to kind of find a good place here. So let's have you roll that, because I could get you some intel or gear here if you roll real well. So roll with style.
Okay, rolling with style. So looks like 8.
8. Okay. So it's going to eat up some of your time here. but you'll be able to find a good place that the others can meet up with you at. That gives you kind of a reasonably concealed position from the security and things like that, and means that the others can get into the area without getting spotted. Does that seem cool?
It does, but I would have a request, if I may. If we're taking time to scout it out, and I've been here for a bit, may we have +1 going forward for the insertion?
Had you rolled a 10 plus, I would have given that to you. Yeah.
Okay. Very good.
Yeah.
That's what I got.
Carl, what about you?
Okay. We know almost nothing about
The layout or the sort of the security measures or that kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm assuming that we're going to go in and bluff our way in, and so I am going to go out and take a look around. Who is going to be on the ground with me? It possibly even be Daddy Bye Bye, but somebody who can help me out and so we can do a good layout and try and get a plan together, because we have almost nothing right now. So I'm thinking either Daddy Bye Bye or
I'll go.
Rake.
Okay.
I'll go.
So we need to. I mean,
Sorry, my crunching.
we kind of had fucked this up already, and so we need to be kind of focused in what we're doing and work together and get this to work. And don't just do shit randomly that we don't really know what we're doing.
Yeah, so
Okay.
logistics and brand strategy are really two of my core competencies. I think we're really going to deliver here.
Well, if you want to come to Daddy Bye Bye, you're actually a pretty dangerous and useful guy when you're not being a fucking idiot.
Wait, what? By the way, did that other guy really steal my helicopter?
Yeah, I stole your helicopter.
It was you?
Yes, it was me.
I thought for sure it would be Trace. You creep.
Okay.
So
I'm going to go out there, and so in general, I mean, what are we seeing first, just so we know? I can try and do some kind of assess, but I have
Wait,
no idea.
before we do that, I have a question.
Yep.
Lowell, does this count as like a new session or something? Do I for my salvage? Where it looks like we're doing this in early investigations or preparation stage again. I was successful with my previous salvage. Do I get to salvage again, or how does that work?
No, I'll let you do
Per
some other
session,
stuff, but I think you've already done your salvage for this run.
Okay, so it goes per mission, not per session.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I didn't know.
Yeah.
Okay, thanks.
Hit, and I mean,
So I can't hear you, Carl.
is this a pit? Is there? I mean, is it populated? The city of Pittsburgh around it? Is it a desolate area?
Okay. So you are going to hit the ground. You're going to take Rake and Matt with you. I'm going to give you some basic stuff that you would know.
Excuse me.
That's okay. From Ringo being on the area. So what it is there are a number of these sort of old, like, industrial corridor buildings that have been repurposed. Essentially, it looks like they've had corporate repurposer tech teams come in, essentially where they take old buildings, they spray in reinforcements, they add in new doors, they rewire, they do real quick rewire interior stuff. It's real out of the package kind of modular repurposing of a industrial building. And the buildings around here are managed mostly by Wayland Yutani. The buildings have some space between them. This building in particular has some space between it and the next one. The next one over looks like it's closed down right now.
So wait. We know the building that he's in.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
we know exactly the building.
You know the building because it is essentially a large industrial building that has been repurposed as a detention center, and
Okay,
it's not
large
like a
as in-
high end. It's not like it's a detainment processing center. It's one of dozens of these around the area. spread out. So the next closest one is probably mile and a half away.
Okay, so when you say a large building, are you saying a
So there are many
large
detention
factory? It's a football stadium.
Football stadium is probably a good, like a college football stadium is probably a good size, but probably the levels that are a lot of them are probably holding facilities or empty areas, storage, things like that. That's your guess at this point. Taking a closer look will give you more answers on that.
Okay, well, I say to Rake, my initial impression, since this is being repurposed for modular crap, they're going to use standard off-the-stuff stuff, so being able to hack into it or being able to work with it it shouldn't have custom security, or at least as hardcore as some other places. Okay, so I'm going to do, as we're around this thing, I'm going to look in for different entry points, and I'm just going to try and do an overall kind of assessment of whatever it is. I'm going to talk with Rake and say, hey, let's figure out what,
Okay.
what his viewpoint, maybe on the security, on the tech, on what's going on, facial recognition software, whatever that's there that we can do.
Okay.
And then also, Daddy, anything you can help out here is gonna be beneficial.
Okay, so they can both, if you wish, make support rolls to assist you. They both have links of +1 with you.
Okay, do you guys want to do that or not? I mean, +1 isn't great, and that's another roll that can fuck us over.
That's 1d6, Matt. You got a 5.
Oh, dope. That was the wrong
That's
thing.
a d20.
There we go.
So that's a 9 plus 1 is a 10. So you get a +1 forward from Daddy Bye-Bye's assistance, helping you check the area out. What about you, Ben? Do you want to assist as well?
If it's only a +1, we've already got 1, so I don't know if that's going to be that helpful. And what do we get if we get a 7? If we get a +1?
If you roll and you get a 7, you get 1 hold. If you get a 10 plus, you get 3 hold to spend on questions.
No, I know, but if Ben on links rolls a 7, because if Matt rolled a 10, he got a 1.
Okay, so what it is a 7 or to 9 means that they assist you, but if things go wrong on your end, they get caught up in it.
Oh,
This is not necessarily a situation where that's a particular threat, but if we were in combat or something like that, it would be a big question.
Oh, okay. Okay, well then that's fine. Ben, if you want to, or Rake, if you want to.
So really, the question comes down to: could I take a different avenue and get my own roll?
You're going to get your own roll too.
Oh yeah. Well, then there's no reason not to. So I'll do
Since
that.
I want to have you guys narrate this, you're working together as a team. I want to have each of you kind of take point on the thing here.
Well, if you roll a 5, the reason not to would be if you're going to roll a 5, but that's.
If I roll poorly, then we get us all in trouble. Well, that's why it's a game. So let's see. Let me roll links here. Link with Xavier. Boonk, boonk. All right.
There we go.
That's a 9. Okay, so Carl, you have +2 on assess, and you're rolling with edge.
And I have now I have a +1 forward, +1 forward, but this is only on. I did the assess on getting the job, so I think this is only on the assassination attempt or the attack on us. So it may not be this one. I may use that as a next one if we do that.
Sure.
Okay, so I don't know how you want to do that, but anyway.
How about we do this? How about we read that as an intel that you can spend at any time? Let's just read it as that, okay?
Yeah, that's what.
Okay.
Okay, so 2 + 2. God Almighty! I needed every bit of it. 9.
So that's a 9.
Fuck.
Now you could spend your intel to make that a 10.
Yes, I'm going to do that.
Okay, so you have 3 questions off the assess list, and you'll get +1 forward when essentially your next action when you act on the answers to this. Okay?
Right.
So why don't you take a look there and tell me what question you have?
Okay. What potential complication do I need to be wary of?
So this does look like a standard Weyland-Yutani facility and such. So what you probably need to be worried about is if this is an ambush by International Mobilare, how are they going to do that? Are they going to hit you when you guys are coming out? Or are they going to, alert Weyland-Yutani that you guys are in there? That's a complication that you need to be aware of and on lookout for.
Okay. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
Weyland-Yutani's resources are stretched to capacity. They've taken on this program, and they're trying to do it within budget. And so this place looks like it is understaffed. Chip can tell you he does the manpower assessment on it, and it's understaffed by about 25%, which, that degrades efficiency over time. And they've been at this for a while. Weyland-Yutani has been running this program for a while. So people are probably tired. They're probably stretched thin. There's, it's all of that kind of, it doesn't get smoother as it goes along when they're cutting budgets like this.
Okay.
Does that seem like a fair enough answer?
Yep.
Okay. Third question.
What is my best way in?
You don't want to, you don't want to raise any kind of fuss. So you want to do it real lackadaisical. You don't want to come in and go, oh, there's a problem. We got to be on watch out. You want to do it like it's a standard delivery, or it's, it's a changing of the guard, or whatever. Not an inspection, not a emergency thing. If you go in low key, this place is fine for that kind of thing.
Okay.
That's probably your best way, because doing it any other way is going to set off more triggers than you would like.
Okay.
Okay.
That's good.
All right.
What do you guys want to do? I think we've got a good start in how we're going to move. What do you guys want to do?
Ben, should you? I was going to check in with Ben and Matt on any moves they might want to do.
Yeah, that's what I'm.
Okay.
What I'm asking.
So let's start with you, Ben. You've helped him kind of do the surveil. You've used your equipment, things like that. You can tell that it's probably not going to be easy for you to get your the bear in. If you want to try and keep it quiet here, you might be able to get Beauty in though.
Okay. I think I was gonna help Scott find the hard points and
Okay.
where he might access the goods.
Why don't we? So that seems like
Like where it
you
is, like-
are kind of acting under pressure to kind of get up and get on one of the things there to get that locked in. How about you roll? You've got your tech stuff, so you're using your tech skills to do this. It's a little bit dangerous. Why don't you go ahead, rake and roll.
Now, can I assist with my links?
Yeah.
To basically tell him, give him exactly what I want. I've seen his drones and the way he does things, so I know how to basically assist with putting this together.
Sure. Why don't you roll your links with him, Scott?
And it's another opportunity to roll, and I trust these dice completely. There we go. Look at that.
10.
Oh my God, 14.
Boy, if you'd had the advanced version. Anyway, so Ben, why don't you go ahead and roll cool, which for you is a 2, I believe, right? And
yes, correct.
And get a +1 modifier from Trace's assist.
Should I put 1 in the forward? Is that what I do?
Yep.
Ben, if you
Right. Okay. Oh, there we go.
Look, got a 10. All right. So Ben,
11.
11, actually, yeah.
you will get that. Describe to me how you get the essentially the breaker, the remote breaker onto it. You kind of have to get up a little bit close to the building. One of these lines. Describe to me what that looks like.
So this breaker is like a sort of what we might think of as a communication cord, I guess. Is that?
Oh
what
yeah, that sounds good.
thinking?
Yeah.
So basically, he's his mobile operations center is his van, right? So he's goes up and puts the service sign up, and he's got the baseball cap and a technician outfit, and he's casually just finding the lines, scoping out, and he takes out the. He's done this a number of times with his own. He's pretty handy, obviously. So he's done this a number of times with his own place, and so he kind of knows exactly where to go, and is in and out of there like a pro.
Okay, so you will be perfectly able to do that, and you will get that set, and it is locked in there. And in fact, I think with that 10 plus, I'm going to give you an intel that you are able to, kind of keep an eye out on things and keep your eyes open. So how does that sound?
Awesome, thanks.
Okay. Matt, what is Chip doing? You kind of helped Xavier do a workflow analysis on this location and do some kind of manpower checks and things. What is it that you are going to be putting into play?
Well, I got a question about these. So these detention facilities, they're like football stadium sized.
Yeah.
So there's probably a lot of people being detained there, right?
There are people being detained there, yeah. There are people that are labeled that have popped up on the records as people they need to do additional processing for because there's something weird on them, or criminal backgrounds, or other things that need to get checked out, or valuable assets or things like that.
So I was thinking, Chip's constituency are the sickest, most flagrant creeps walking the earth, right? So there are probably some Humpty Dumpties on the inside.
So you want to try and get some of the Pittsburgh refugee Humpty Dumpties in place?
Yeah, I want to kind of make contacts throughout like that community because I do have. I took that ability with the what modifiers to have. I think it's perfect for this.
Okay.
Yeah, so I took believers with the modifiers huge, spread out, and resources.
Okay. That seems fair enough to me. I think that you're going to have to make to kind of get them into place. That's going to be a fast talk roll. Does that seem reasonable?
Right, yeah, it does.
Okay.
I can't wait to get that indulgence from this guy.
I'm going to help out.
Oh, absolutely.
Daddy Bye Bye. I'm there with him. I'm saying that's a good plan, and I'll be smoothing the way and talking to people and either distracting him so he can get to talk to people he wants to, or whatever he needs.
Okay. So, look at that. That's a 10.
Okay, well, you want me to roll it or not?
No, you don't need to roll. He's already good.
I'm sorry I jumped the gun, Carl.
That's okay.
I
I'm
couldn't
just,
wait.
I'm there in spirit with you.
I will tell you, you guys can roll. You can just roll to aid after the roll.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
we've done that before. You can choose to do that. Say, hey, I was helping him out with that. Matt, you're gonna. Do you want? You will get a good chunk of umpties in there. They are on location. Essentially, they get nabbed for like they're criminals who might have had access to a pharmaceutical network. So they are taken in there for additional processing and questioning. So let's say a half dozen of them.
All right.
Okay, with the they're going to be processed, hosed down, and put into the facility. They've got remote comms with you, so you can communicate with them on site and key them into action. Sound good?
Sounds good. And they know they're all ready to act just as sick as a fudge beast when the time comes and they're going to get their 15 seconds of fame.
Absolutely. You also, because you rolled a 10 plus, I did that actually with Hit the Street, so you can have an intel or a gear.
I will take this time. I'm going to take a gear.
Okay. So that sounds like you guys are in good shape. Do I need to do another once around, or are you guys ready to go? Carl?
I think we're ready. I mean,
So
I think we should push the legwork clock up a little bit more.
yeah, that's what we want. No, I don't think we should do that. That's my guess.
So what is the plan then, Carl?
Okay, the plan is, I think what we're going to do is we're going to come in and do we have an idea how many people work here? And this bit, well,
yeah, because Matt did the assessment. It's understaffed. Normally, we would have a staff of maybe 60 people total, guards and technicians and things like that, and administrators. So they're down about 25%. So there's about 45 staff, and probably about 3 times that in prisoners.
Rake, you said you have a particular piece of. Is that just a gear, or is that something particular that you've made up?
I've got actually +3 gear that I could use.
Okay,
for various things in this
So
mission,
he can produce whatever you need on the fly.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, what I'm thinking we're going to do, we're going to come in and we're either going to be people checking in for work and letting some people go home, and we can get since Trace now has access to the computer, we can do this. But we're going to just say, our line is going to be, okay, well, we can go back to the hotel if you want, but we're supposed to take a 40-hour shift. I mean, to get here, so and we'll be back in 40 hours or something like that, and kind of give it that they can go home or they can stay here for 40 hours.
That sounds
We'll
good.
mention like a delivery,
We could do a delivery.
You'd have to deliver prisoners then, is what you'd be delivering, or something like that.
or goods or supplies, maybe.
Yeah.
Well, you could be to a certain extent. Well, one, I'm thinking your bear can be in the van close by. Okay.
Yeah.
And that'll be good for the ambush coming out. Do we want to do anything? I mean, do we want to carry anything inside there? If we carry something inside, we could take Choi out. Now, how do we get Choi out? We could just do a prisoner transfer, and then and we already know. Do you know anybody, Chip? Do you know anybody inside this building?
Hang out with the idea, right? That we're getting people arrested, get them in the building.
Okay, so
He has some fudge beasts who have been arrested.
Okay.
Technically, I think I have Umpty Dumpties that have been arrested.
Sorry.
The fudge beasts are my inner circle.
Thank you.
Yeah, lol.
Crazy.
So we could remove the Umpty Dumpties and get Choi with them, and they're getting rid of some undesirables, so they're happy. And so we could just have a list of these people, and get them out, and then we could use that as that's basically what I'm thinking right now. Again, it seems pretty simple. It's not getting in people's faces, and it's helping them out. That's what I'm thinking. Our problem is that we're going to have these people. Well, one, the good part about this is we'll have his buddies with us if we get attacked. That will also have Gordon Choi with us, and so that'll be not good. But we should be able to protect him. So, Chip, is that good? Do you want to get these people out, or do you care about that, or what?
What about these mutants? Oh God, no! I don't care about them, and they'll gladly die. They're very stupid.
Do you want to get them out and then into machine gun fire?
Well, if that's where the day takes them.
So you're happy with that? Okay. So let's do that. We're doing a prisoner exchange or a prisoner transfer.
Using one of Matt's Humpty Dumps. Is that what I heard?
Well, we're going to use just prisoner transfer. We're taking people out.
Okay. So you're doing a pick.
One of them's going to be Gordon Choi, and the other ones, and we'll have a list of these exact people. Does that need to be like? Since we know these things, does this need to be a piece of gear that we have, or a piece of intel that is?
How do we get the papers that?
Let me answer Carl's question before you interrupt, Ben. What you're asking
adding
about?
to Carl's, not interrupting. Sorry.
I'm going to take a 5-minute break here. Okay, we'll come back.
Okay.
All right.
Okay. So
let's rehash the plan because I've been dealing with some kids.
Yeah, right.
And I'm glad to have I been unmuted when I've been dealing with kids because I've tried to keep it muted.
No, we heard all that flagrant violence.
Okay.
Okay. So what it is we're going to go up.
I'm stuck in Chip's voice now.
We're going to go up with the infiltration team. And we're going to go in, and we're going to be take some prisoners out. That's the idea. We're going to come in, we're going to get some prisoners and release and take these people off their hands, do something that they want because they're tired, and we're going to take some unruly prisoners off them, and so they'll be really happy about that. And then we're going to also put in Gordon Choi in there, and so we're going to. Now we have to be prepared that they may have already separated him. So we're going to take them all out. We need to get some kind of official paperwork. We could probably do that. Trace can, now that he's got, he doesn't have access right now. Does he have access, or he just knows how to get access? Okay.
It's been planted.
So he could change some stuff to say that we do have access. Even if it's weak, they're tired, they want to get done. I think I can bullshit them to get past there, and we got plenty of stuff around. I think plenty of resources to use as we get in, and then pull them out. Now, our biggest problem is when we're going to get out, we're very easily going to get hit.
Mm-hmm. So, you know that we're going to get hit.
I don't know. This is all possible. This is something that I was concerned about. I had a friend of mine take a look at this, and he was killed. So, I have an enemy. He may be doing this.
I see. All right. Thanks for the heads up with that.
So we're doing a prisoner transfer, meaning that will have, in theory, some kind of paper that says this prisoner should leave the building with us.
Yes.
Or some kind of ID or some kind of writ or some kind of order or something like that. Okay.
Yeah. And
honestly, it's better for society if these heinous umpties, if they either just stay inside or get slaughtered on the outside. I'm like, trust me, you don't want one of these guys moving next door to you.
So,
and just to be clear,
so
Matt, you've got a dude on the inside. One of your guys is a prisoner.
I've got people
right?
on the inside. Yeah.
Okay. I was just curious.
These creeps can't stay out of jail. They love it. They crave it.
All right, I'm back.
So what we're going to need is we're going to either have a piece of intel or a piece of gear maybe to have our paperwork, and then Trace will hack into their stuff hopefully and be able to put some kind of matching manifesto in that it's okay to do.
So you get two choices of how you want to handle that. You can either spend the gear, and we'll say that you have that, or you can save the gear, and Scott can make a check for it.
Scott could make a check
for kind of doing the hacking and the full setup for you.
Okay. We don't have to do both.
Right. Nope, it's one or the other.
Okay. Well, sounds like we've got plenty of gear. I've got one, and Rake has several. So, Rake, what do you want to do? Do you want to use one of yours or what?
I can use the gear. Sure.
Okay. So you get the manifest. It's simple to set up. You've got that hack in. You've got that set up with the names and the idents, and you are good to go. And it means that Trace doesn't have to expend his energy working on that base level stuff.
Okay.
So who is in? Sounds like we've got a plan. How about everybody?
We have a plan.
Everybody mark experience for that.
Okay.
You can hear the screams in the distance.
Yes.
I apologize. It's just not.
That's great.
Hold on. Okay. I'll.
No, it's okay.
I'll be back, guys. I'll try and deal.
It's like they're like little prisoners,
Yeah.
All right.
Sound effects for the prison.
Yes.
Exactly.
So, I know that Scott is off site. You're coming in a standard vehicle. You've got Ben's van off site with Bear in it, right?
Correct.
Okay. So this standard transport Weyland-Yutani transport vehicle. I'm gonna say that's not a problem given the number of them around in this area. Gives you a few hour window before anybody's gonna mark that as missing or lifted. So who is in that transport vehicle? I know that in the driver's seat is you, Carl, because you're going to do the talking, right?
Yeah. So
Okay.
Bear is far enough away that if we get hit, like immediately out of the thing, he's not going to be involved in this. Is that correct?
Bear, the drone, yes.
Yes.
Yeah. So is Scott. Scott is far enough away that he'll be able to escape in the inevitable bloodbath.
Okay.
Okay.
Woohoo!
Hey, Trace, while we're moving in here, do you have something that you're going to be helping us with, or do you want to be monitoring for, other stuff coming in? Do you know what you want to do?
I'm going to have him hack the system as you guys are going in. So we're going to we're going to be kind of moving between the Matrix stuff and his stuff.
Okay, that's fine.
And your stuff, rather.
Okay.
So it's you.
Drive.
You're driving, and is Chip in the vehicle with you?
How many people does this van take?
Well, I assume you've got a transport van that has a driver and a guy riding shotgun, and then the essentially prisoner transport seats in the back. So you can probably fit 8 comfortably in back, and you two up front.
Great. Just 2 of us in front. Well, we're going to have if we can fit.
I can stay out here. I can monitor communications. I can jam their communications. I can flee when it goes to bad. Wait, what?
Trace, I want you to make sure that you know where he is and put the bomb. Activate the bomb as soon as if he fucks us.
So, Chip, you're off-site.
There's plenty of room in the van for Chip.
Yeah, Chip, you can be in the van. I'd actually really like you to come in. Your guys are in there. They're going to want to see you, and that's going to inspire more. That's going to help us out. So I'd like you to be in the van.
I am really very inspiring. I have like a star brand.
Yeah, that's true. You're the best. So I'd really like you to be there and help us out.
I do spit hot fire.
Okay. So I know that it's Chip in the van. I know that it's Xavier in the van. Ringo, I assume you're in the van?
Correct.
How are you dressed? You guys are going in as sort of standard Weyland-Yutani drones.
I will. I assume. Do we need to spend gear to have that? To have the said uniforms?
No, you have
Or
the
is that-
uniforms fine. It's just a matter of your outfit.
Everything, but I can't part with the cowboy hat.
Okay.
I need the hat.
Okay. So then you're gonna have I will assume that you've got your guns tucked away. Those are that you've got the means to store that in, but the duster is probably tucked away, right?
Well, the combat armor.
Yeah.
He's known his time. Do I think it's going to cause a problem?
It is a point. It's going to look odd given that they are not armored like that. That's as I said, it talked about low key. That's not low key.
Okay.
Why don't we cage him?
Well, he's still not going to
If I was in a cage, I wouldn't be in armor.
They're not going to look at the guy.
His
in the
armor is
cage.
obvious. We couldn't even carry it in a bag or something like that.
You could carry it in a duffel bag. You have to stop off if things get hot to change into it.
You fine with that?
If I gotta.
Okay.
Okay.
So you had a duffel bag. So if things get crazy, you can throw your armor on, because once you get your armor on, people are gonna notice. But you got that. That seems good. So I know 3 people. Rake, are you also going in, or are you remaining out in the van?
I'm in my van, ready to support.
Okay.
Nearby.
Okay. So you're out there, got your drones, got that stuff going on, and Carl, would you like to roll that move that is so awesome for you?
Oh wait, 1 second. Could I have Beauty with them?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll do that.
And describe beauty to me again.
Beauty's like a little drone, like the size of maybe a few paperbacks.
Okay, so it's clear, and it's clearly like a reconnaissance type thing.
Yeah, it's a reconnaissance drone, correct.
So they'll have to have it boxed up, and they can pull it out if
Yeah,
necessary.
yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
Make Ringo carry it.
So he's got 2 duffel bags.
Okay. So let me figure all this stuff out. Okay, so I'm going to make covert infantry.
Okay.
Let's see.
Got mother duck, so you're good.
Okay, so disguise kit +1 ongoing to avoid being detected while successfully maintaining a fake persona. Is that on this one, or is that
That's which
I'll be
one
right
is
back.
that?
that's disguise kit? That's gear.
Avoid being detected while subject for a fake persona. Yeah. Well, tell you what, I'll give you a fucking +1 to that for that.
Okay, so
Not gonna help. Okay, go ahead
this
and roll.
this is I'm rolling cool.
You're rolling cool.
Okay, rolling cool, and they can help me out after the fact.
Yep.
So it's a +1 for that, and so 6, 9. If let's see, I will spend my gear.
Okay.
Well, unless somebody
Yeah.
wants to help. Does anybody got good links with me?
I'd say one of those guys could help.
I can help you.
Do you have good links with me?
I have a link with you.
Yeah, I'm
So
not the
that
kind of link where you keep talking about my murder.
No, that's a different one. I can spend the gear and get the +1.
Yeah. Then there's no roll, and then
Okay, I'll
you've got 3 hold.
Yeah, and then I get an intel after that. Okay, so I will spend the gear, and that will be it'll be more official looking data pad or something like that tells me, gives them exactly what they want.
Okay. So you're getting set up on that. Now I'm going to cut away from you for a little bit, if that's cool.
Yep.
Okay. And Scott, let's look at the the hacking side of things, shall we?
Okie dokie.
Okay. So I think the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to do that log into the system.
Oh, let's see. What is that? That is
That is synth.
synth. What do I got for this? Oh, I've not done that yet. That's just logging in.
Yep.
Okay.
And don't forget if you got console cowboy, right?
Yep.
Okay. Let's start.
Did you say console cowboy?
Yep.
Ugh. Nine.
Nine.
I don't have anything to add to it.
Well, if you look at the login, you get to choose one of those things. Either there's a passive trace, you activate some ice, you start a base alert, essentially that we're going to advance the mission clock, or you're going to get sort of restricted access while you're in there.
Can I spend one of my hold to give him an extra +1?
I'm going to say no because he's in a very different situation right now.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
What do you guys, your programs? You got some stuff that helps you out with this stuff, right? That like what's your defense against things?
Well, I got a good stealth, so that'll help with the passive trace, I guess.
Yeah. So just do one level and trace. As long as that doesn't go up too much higher, you're going to be fine.
All right, I'll do the level 1 trace.
Okay. So you are in clean. So Scott, you wanna get in there and check things out, huh?
Yep.
It looks like a real basic system, and as I said, kind of off the rack for the stuff there, and so you can see it's got sort of mid-range ice running through it. You essentially have two major systems. One is the security, essentially handling lockdown, surveillance, alerts, all of that kind of thing. And then the other one is for the, what's the word for it? For the sort of administrative side of things. And so you want to go and try and compromise and what? What do you want to work with here?
Well, they got the papers that will get them in, so I don't have to do anything.
Right.
On the admin side, so I will compromise the security.
Ooh, Scott, I will point out that there's a Wayland Yutani database here.
There is.
Yeah. Yeah, this is connected up
They
with
probably.
their... Yeah. There's probably
might have
some pay data there.
Some pay data. And what is going for pay data cost me?
Well, essentially it's a roll. You roll mind. On a hit, you find something hot you can sell. On 10 plus, essentially you get to sell it for good money for 7 to 9 for a little bit less.
And what happens if I roll under a 7?
Well, essentially that obviously you're going to trigger something. But you have a bonus to that, don't you? Don't you have a program that helps with pay data?
No, I do not.
Oh. I thought you had the sift.
Oh, I do. I have the sift. Wait,
Yeah.
Does that help with pay data?
Oh yeah, it gives you +1 to research and pay data.
Oh, so and it would be a mind roll.
Mind roll with that as a bonus.
Oh, I can't resist.
Okay. Awesome. So you'll kind of go and hit that. Let's have you roll search for pay data.
What is the is that mind or synth?
That is mind. Mind with
What is the?
Yeah.
I said, what is the odds that I roll another snake eyes? Right?
Not good.
So 6, 8,
9.
9. Yep.
Do you have any other bonuses you can put on that?
I could use. I got a hold for the council cowboy.
Yeah, you could use that.
It seems like that would be useful.
Oh, but that'd be some hot stuff that you could sell for some cred.
I'll keep my hold and just take the moderate gain.
Oh, Scott. Scott.
I can't very well preach about betraying the group, and then go and betray the group right away.
What are your directives?
When I discover more information about Skynet, mark experience.
Okay.
And when my membership with the League of Shadows hinders them.
So you don't have the greed one. Okay, good. All right.
No greed.
Okay, so you've got some moderate pay data that you've scooped out of there, and then you kind of quickly turn your attention back to assisting them. So I'm going to cut back to them, and I'll come back to you. How's that sound, Scott?
All right.
Okay. So Carl, what's your cover ID? What's your name?
My name, Frank Jackson.
Frank Jackson.
Very bland.
Okay.
Very bland. Very boring.
So, Jackson, you roll up to the gates. They see the Wayland County van. They were on a little bit of alert earlier because of some of those homeless that pressed up, and then there was that weird cowboy that was running around that they saw. So you roll up with Chip in the front seat and Ringo in the back, and you will get up there, and they will check that out. Do you want to spend your hold and get by this like smooth as ice?
Oh, damn right.
Okay, tell me what that looks like. What happens here? They come, they take your papers.
I'm coming in. I'm taking my papers. I'm talking about the latest football game, or I guess.
Did you do fantasy sports ball?
Yeah, we did grab ball, and then it was, it's
man.
all rigged. I mean, it's all rigged. You know that they've got people in there who could do all the bullshit.
That fucking Peyton Manning clone they got in there, he's just a fucknut. He doesn't know grab ball from a hole in the ground, man.
Oh yeah, I know. It's just, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Can't watch that garbage. That's why I was watching Celebrity Buried Alive on the Shout Network last night.
Man, that's just too sick sometimes, man.
Oh yeah, what happened to Tony Randall IV?
Oh yeah,
it was really sick.
I saw that, man. I didn't think they'd show that on Shout, but whew. So yeah, you got a transfer then? You picking up?
Yeah, we got to pick some stuff up, and here's we got a list of names here. They're got to go.
Okay. He kind of waves it off. He goes, "You're going to want to go down to," and he kind of points down. You're going to want to go down to the call center down there, and you go in and you talk to Gloria, and she'll check everything and get the people pulled from the things. It takes a while, but they got a lounge there while you're waiting.
Is there any way you can kind of help us? It's because we're trying to get the hell out of here, and I think these guys are they're pains in the asses, I guess. So I mean, do you recognize these names? Are they okay? Are they cool? Or are they kind of more of a?
Let's have you roll fast talk, Carl.
Damn right. Oh, fast talk. Where are we? Fast talk there. And am I selling? I'm still selling my identity.
That seems reasonable.
Okay. And oh shit! So
Seven.
That's a
There you
7.
go.
That's a 7.
Ah, no,
That's a 7.
Good.
Yeah. He says, yeah. Let me tell you what.
Get +1 intel.
You always get +1 intel when you do that. Yeah.
That's what the tongue does.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah. I got the tongue.
I don't want
So he says, yeah. Nobody gives a shit. I'll walk you on down there.
Oh, that's
so
great, that's great.
he walks off his station. Which he makes a little bit of noise there. But he'll walk. He'll actually kind of grab onto the side of the van and hang on to there as you drive on down to the other end of the place. There are guns around. There are guards. They've got things going on here, and you are.
I want to do an assess on the ambush.
Well,
I'm
going to cut back to you and have you do that here in just a moment.
Okay.
I'm going to cut back to Scott, and then I'm going to cut to Ben. Okay?
Yep.
Is now when I trigger the lockdown and the alert,
Yeah,
lock them all in the prison,
Absolutely, if you want.
and open up all the cells?
Yeah. So what do you want to do, Scott? You want to get in and you want to essentially manipulate the systems. If you want to manipulate the essentially standard accounting systems, anything like that, that's not a problem. If you want to actually get in and manipulate the security systems, you are going to have to get past the security that's on that, essentially the little bit of ice and stuff that's there.
That is what I'm going to do, because I want to be able to look through the cameras to see how they're progressing, and perhaps be able to open or shut gates and stuff if I need to cut off pursuit from them or open up areas to them.
Okay, so you're going to try to get control over the building security node. Go ahead and roll compromise security.
Let's see. Which one is that? Mind or
That is
synth again?
mind.
Compromise security. Ooh, there we go.
10. So you've got 3 hold over it, Scott. So you can, each one of those hold can be used to like loop a camera network, activate or deactivate an alarm, activate or deactivate locked doors, activate, deactivate weapon systems, all of that kind of stuff. Cancel or activate lockdown of an entire physical facility.
Careful not to dump all that out. That'll make a mess.
All right.
Okay.
And
I
Sorry,
want to
I thought
make
I
a
was
mess,
muted.
baby.
That's right, Fabian, we're hearing you. Kind of cutting over. You were saying, Scott?
I'm curious at what Daddy says. So I flip on the vid in the background, and I'm like, they really do bury him alive.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Hey, did they put Jack Klugman the Fourth in with him?
Oh yeah.
Wow.
It's a special Odd Couple episode there. Yeah. In the techno mix of that song. Ben, they've still got Beauty locked away. What's your general? What are you doing while you're out here in the van?
He's thinking a couple steps ahead, and he's thinking about the the inevitable escape, and if things go south. So he's gonna prepare the place for a distraction in the form of a bomb, so that when if things go south, there's a hefty distraction that will draw attention away from the guys getting away.
Okay.
And I think I'm going to do that in the form of maybe either a vehicle, like a car, or just a planted explosion that I can control somewhere.
Awesome. Yeah. So spend a gear.
Yep, I will spend a gear.
Why don't you do me a favor too and roll Act Under Pressure?
Sure, that's cool, right?
Yeah, that is.
Okay. Boom. 9.
So you've got some anomalous movement out here. You've definitely picked up that there is some non-standard movement out in the area. You're not sure what that's about.
Anomalous by like people or things, or what do you mean by?
You're not sure. You've got some motion detection and some scans around this area, and you're getting some odd stuff like there, people, maybe suits. You're not sure.
I'll let Scott know and see if I tell him I'm getting some odd activity here, and can you check it out on the boards or electronic ELINT.
Okay.
ELINT, and see if you find anything there that we might get more information on.
So
and I let him know also that I'm setting up a potential enhancement to our getaway route.
So Scott, you're in this very classic, again, wireframe standard, big blocky, almost more Minecrafty network, kind of doing the stuff. Got the pull up on the security system. That's done a little more sophisticated because when consultants come in to sell security packages like this, they make them real sexy. So they're all like samurai and edges and black and green and all of that. When you get that pop up and that message from Rake, just to tell you that. Does that sound cool?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to come back to you on that. Now that you've been alerted to that. So Carl, you are rolling along. I want to, before I have you do an assess roll, Carl, I want to check and see if Ringo or Chip are doing anything, or if they're just hanging out.
Well, what Chip would like to do is use cybercoms to monitor communications going on around them as they're rolling in.
Okay. So that definitely sounds like an assess action.
All right.
Do you want to have Carl help you with that? Does that seem like we combine those things? Scott or Carl, what do you think?
That sounds good.
Okay, so why don't you roll to aid him?
And do it before I roll.
You can roll after.
I got an itchy trigger figure.
Then go ahead. If I can roll after, I'll take that every time.
Yep, go ahead and roll edge, Matt.
So
Boom. Chip is on fire tonight. 10.
That's actually an 8.
Oh, yeah. I'm an idiot.
So I did the same thing. I keep on doing that. Okay, so I can't help you. So
right. Well, actually, you could roll, and Ringo could roll if Fabian wants to assist. You guys kind of pool your intelligence.
we both have
that's the whole plan. Yeah.
Okay, so why don't
do
you
that though? If
roll
either
links
one of
with
us screws
Xavier?
up,
Yeah.
you got to go with the odds, because if either one of us screws up, then the clock goes up. Okay, but you didn't listen.
8.
Okay,
Okay,
so
well, I might as well do it then.
So you're
I
at
heard you.
a 9. And
Okay,
then-
yeah, I'll go. Let's see, Daddy, bye-bye.
Yeah.
No, that's not this. Okay, so 9. So we both get a +1.
Both get +1. And so he doesn't fuck up. You guys aren't implicated in the thing. Matt, you've got 3 hold on this assess. So what do you want to
All right. So, assess questions are... where can I gain the most advantage?
He's mentioned Gloria a couple times. She's clearly the key office person. Like, that's going to be the person you want to absolutely chum up with.
Okay. What do I notice despite an effort to conceal it?
That there are a couple of people on site that are clearly a little more high end. Like, they might be, auditors. Like, if there's anybody that's gonna find out that something's wrong, and that the guy that they've got held is more important, it's going to be one of these two schmoes that you've seen.
Oh, auditors. There's no force on Earth more unstoppable than an auditor.
Yeah.
Sucks. It sucks.
And your third question.
And the third question is, what is my best way out? And I'm asking out of the three options there because I'm assuming this is going to go pear-shaped.
Your best way out.
And I want to say, what is my best way out?
You think, right now, Xavier has mentioned this ambush potential and so on a couple of times. You think your best way out is getting yourself as far away from him as possible if this goes down, and using, especially if you can break him out, using your guys to essentially run interference for you. But you want to be well away from Xavier because he's probably going to get hot targeted by something.
Excellent.
Sound good?
Yes.
Okay. So, Xavier, do want to continue on with the checking in, or should I move us up to the office?
We can do that.
Okay. So let's roll up. You guys roll up.
Our drone is. How long would it take to get the drone out? Out of the box.
Out of the box, maybe about 20 seconds.
Okay. Is there a clear way out to the outside of this building, or is it we're completely enclosed right now?
You could have Ben make a roll to try and get the drone out into a advantageous position if you want.
Rake, do you need? I'll go into my thing. Rake, do you need that thing yet? I mean, is it getting important? Do they want to do the video shoot here?
I mean, the drone probably. We should have the box so it can just get out on its own. But
Okay, so you don't need it right now. You want to do that stuff later? I'll say this right in front of this guy.
Oh, are you talking to me?
I am talking to you, but I'm saying right in front of this other guy.
Oh, okay. Well, if he wants, or
he doesn't know, of course, because he's not on site with you, Carl.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay, just to make
but
clear.
Because this other guy can't hear Rake. He can only
Right.
hear me.
Perfect.
So I'm asking you a question.
So if you want surveillance, that's
no, I'm good. I don't need to start. I don't care if we ever do the video. But if you want it, if you think it's important, because that crap.
It would be nice if it's safe to, like, if it's not gonna.
Okay, well, I don't think it's going to help us right now. But tell me if you want to do this. I know the corporate people want this. And I'll say, I'll talk to the guy next to you. You wouldn't believe this. They're having us do a freaking corporate publicity video. And they want us to fly this stupid fucking drone around and take pictures of people. I mean, I'm just like...
Oh, I'd be real careful about that. They still got I wouldn't do anything in the airspace because they got the auto guns up there.
God, I hope they fucking shoot it down. Jesus Christ. It's just some of the stuff that comes down from corporate. I just don't go, are you even living in the real world? Do you know anything about what's going on?
Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah, that's. I'm glad you told me. Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and you can see there are, like, on the roofs. Essentially, they've got very modest, but there are set up sort of automated defenses up there. Okay.
You don't
now,
say.
Wait. Now,
you guys aren't wrong. He should not talk bad about corporate. I agree with you.
Now the defenses. Okay, are those? I mean, because I'm thinking of a big roof structure. So are you saying that I could see them on the outside, or is it an open structure, and I can see them pointing up in the air, or are they pointing down?
On the roof, there are hard points on the corners of the roof that now that you've gotten close, you can see that have essentially like machine guns or autocannons up there. Okay.
Interesting.
So you three will roll up. This guy will lead you out, and you guys will go to head into the offices. And I'm going to cut away from you guys and cut over to Scott. You're in the system. You've been given this heads up. What do you want to do?
So I feed Daddy Bye-Bye's picture and information into the auto cannons.
You have hold. You could do that.
Do it. Do
Um,
it. Do it.
He is. You kind of for a moment. You kind of pull up the targeting thing. Yeah, you could. You could just.
Fry him.
Oh yeah, it'd be
Alright.
like Ringo's gun.
Ooh,
One
that's
shot.
nasty. Thought crosses through my mind for at least a few moments, but then what Rake said filters through. So I will start to check basically the cameras and the security facing outward from the building and see if I can get a view of this mysterious movement that he's talking about.
All right, let's have you roll. Seems to me like you're kind of checking out the area, sizing up the situation. Why don't you roll assess? Roll with edge.
Hmm.
And those of you who have made successful assess rolls, don't forget to keep track of that +1 forward.
9.
Okay, so you can get a question. Now, actually, if you want, Rake can assist you with this.
Yeah. If Rake wants to,
Sure. Yeah, I'll do that.
you should have pretty decent links with me.
Yeah.
I have 3 with you.
Let's see. I've got
He doesn't like you nearly as much as you like
I've
him.
got 3 with Scott, so I'll assist.
Roll. It's good you had 3.
Yeah. Well, I barely made it.
So you got 10. You got 3 assess now, Scott. You've got a really good look at the situation here. What is it you want to know?
I don't have the what are the assess questions again?
Hang on. Let me grab those and I'll drop
Yeah,
them
I think Matt had it up. Hold on, let me. Where's? I just have my playbook thing up.
Okay. Give me.
I was just reading them off into mute like a dumbass.
Let me quickly grab them and I'll put them in the chat there for everybody. Is
I'm gonna step away for 1
I'll
second.
be
I'll be
right
right back.
Yeah, me
okay.
too.
All right. Scott, I'm going to drop it in the chat for you.
Okay.
Coolio?
Okay. So, who or what is my biggest threat in this situation?
There is clearly a team moving into position. It looks like they have some kind of missile launcher.
So I'm not here, but I guess what is my team's best way past them?
Well, here's the thing. They're clearly moving into position. They've clearly ID'd Rake's van. So it looks like they're probably going to be whatever they're going to do. They're probably going to be attacking the group and the van sort of simultaneously. So that's the real kind of imminent situation that needs to get taken control of.
How is this enemy team vulnerable to me? Are they close enough that these auto cannons could hit them?
Yes, that sounds like a good thing. Of course, once you set those off, it's going to create a lot of noise.
Right. So I want to wait until it does it look like that they're waiting, or they know someone has gone in and they're waiting for the rest of the team to come out?
Yeah, like they're gonna either blast the building and get you guys caught, or they're gonna hit you guys when you come out and hit the van at the same time. But yeah, you can change the targeting. You have control of that, so you can spend your hold that you have over the security system. Set one of those aside to be ready to blast them.
Yes,
Sound
but I won't,
good?
Yeah, I will hold. I will wait until shit goes down.
Okay. I assume you give Rake the heads up on that?
Yes, I will contact Rake and tell him that there's an enemy team nearby. They have a missile launcher trained on your van. They are waiting for their opportunity.
Everybody mark experience.
Dun, dun, dun.
Rake, anything you want to do?
So I had stepped away for a second and caught just the tail end of that. There's a enemy team with a missile launcher trained at my van. A competitive team also trying to get.
It looks like they are set up so that it's when they decide to make their move against your team, which will either they're going to hit the building and set off the alarms, or they're going to hit you guys when you come out of the building with your prisoner. When they do that, they're probably also going to fire a missile into your van.
I see.
And you are currently the only one in the van who knows that. Am I muted?
No, you're not muted.
I see. Okay. Do we know anything else about how many, where they are?
Nope. He's got a general position and sense of that.
Okay. Okay. Well, obviously it would draw a lot of attention if I just suddenly drove away. So.
Well, you could drive off. You could head off.
Yeah, I think I'll drive away, but still be a few blocks away.
Okay.
Like, not super far away.
Okay. They probably do have your van painted, so if they got a tracker, they're probably gonna paint it. So unless you get out of the whole zone, probably still. In
Okay,
danger.
I'll slowly make my way out of the whole zone, but not like as if I'm, an emergency or anything. Just make
Okay.
it look casual.
Oh yeah. So you'll casually get out of the area. Okay.
So
Aren't you their way out?
No, they have
We're-
a vehicle.
we're in the van with you, aren't we?
No,
Am I
no,
missing-
that's a different van.
We have a Wayland
they have a-
Yutani van.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
Ben's-
apologies.
Ben's
Sorry.
outside.
I was just there for his backup, basically.
Yeah. So Ben is just taking his back off the table. All right, Carl. Let's cut back to you.
Without telling us.
No, I assume he's telling you.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I'm telling you guys. Yeah.
Oh, and okay. Can I start getting into my armor?
No.
Okay. Why not?
You say that.
You just stay in the van, okay? They've noticed the cowboy hat. I've got a crappy story for it. You need to stay in the van. Okay? Until I tell you to get out of the van.
Well, can I be in the van with my armor? Right.
No. They can look through the wall. They can look through the windows.
I'll be in the back of the van.
Yeah, we're going to open the back of the van, and guys are going to get in.
Prisoner
Just-
transfer.
But a little bit more. Let's move on.
Okay. I don't like it.
Okay.
So we cut to you guys. This guy, his name is Jeff, and he takes you in. He seems pleased to come in here. And when you come in, you see that there is this desk, and you can see exactly why Jeff is more than happy to have taken you down here. You'll see Gloria. She is, mid-20s. She has clearly had some enhancements done. She's got this long red hair tied back. You can see that she is clearly the queen bee of this place, and she's kind of sitting behind the desk as you guys come in. And Jeff goes, "Hey, Gloria," and she rolls her eyes and looks at you two.
Daddy like.
I thought this was, wait. I thought this was Susan. I thought her name was Susan.
Gloria.
Is that
It's
okay?
Gloria.
Okay. Hello, ma'am. Are you the director here?
I'm not the director. I'm just the admin person for this.
Oh, everybody's been talking about you like that. You're the person who gets stuff done. I've just that's great. That's fantastic. That and I'm going to look directly at her eyes and not anywhere else.
Okay.
Very carefully. We're just doing.
I'm gonna look at the everywhere else.
Zooming in the camera.
And I'm gonna be pushing my way outside of him or like that. So we're just trying to get some prisoners out here. Here's our orders. We got to pick these guys up and take them out of your hair and take them. So I don't know. Take them to the other holding facility and stuff because blah. Like, I don't know. I hate this corporate stuff. But anyways, that's what they're trying to do. And
do you want to spend one of your hold to have her not bother to really check?
Oh, definitely. That's definitely right.
Yeah, you're talking to her like she's in charge, and you're making eye contact, and you're treating her decent, and you've clearly been brought in through security, so you guys have clearly been cleared, right? Mm-hmm. And you're also playing a good cop, a pervert cop, because Daddy Bye Bye's doing the leering, right?
Look, he's been drinking fine scotch all morning.
So yeah, she'll take your orders, and she will go to pull that up. Scott, you on?
Yes.
You'll see the order go through, and the call down for two of Matt's people and Gordon Chio, and you can see that there's a tag on Gordon Chio's thing, and it's going to trigger an alarm.
Oh, all right. Let's see.
You've got free hold.
I'll use my second hold to basically reroute that, stop that alarm.
Get that turned off. It looks like they've got some people that these sort of internal auditors have him tagged, and you will turn that off so the alert doesn't go out. And Gloria will look at you and Carl, and she'll say, "Coffee's over there. It'll be maybe 10, 15 minutes for them to bring him down. They got to process him."
I'll ask her. It's like I really appreciate this, and I know you're doing everything you can and stuff. And I'm trying to get these people out of here. We understand that they're kind of pains in the asses, and we're just trying to get them to this other facility. Is there any way we can work this together and help and get this going a little bit faster? Really, really appreciate everything you're doing for us. I know it's
have you roll fast.
Way
talk.
overworked. Let's see. Fast talk style. And ongoing selling, ongoing.
That sounds reasonable.
So 6, 8, 9.
Okay.
If I've sold it, then I get another intel.
That
Or no, I will. Wait. If I'm fast talking her and I get a 10.
You didn't get a 10. You got a 9.
If I get a 10, though, let's see. But somebody finds out. I will spend my intel.
Okay.
Get another intel.
All right.
Because I rolled 7.
So you push it up so that she's going to do it, and she's not going to do it with any kind of inattention like she might have raised the alert level. And she'll say, I'll tell them to do a priority process on it, okay?
Man, you are the best. You're saving us so much. You're the best. You are God.
Which more of these guys around here would say that?
I'm gonna tell you to get that. They need to get you back into the corporate headquarters instead of these shitholes, because you're really moving the paperwork, getting that through, and that's what we need up there.
And she does that call in, and she'll ask you about where you're at, where you're stationed, what you're doing. Chip, what are you doing while that's going on? You're muted.
You might be muted.
I wasn't demuted. Oh, sorry. So while that's going on, I guess while she's occupied, is it too early? 'Cause I was thinking about jamming communications at a point, but I guess I can ask the GM this because I would have some knowledge of this stuff. Do I think that it would be jumping the gun yet? That would be attracting more attention to block at this point than not to.
Because once that happens, people are going to go, okay, something's weird's going on here.
All right, so if I'm not going to do that,
Can you look for a second way out?
then I think the second plan, because nobody's paying attention to me, he's occupying the one, I guess, opposition force that's here right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do a quick broadcast to my channel on the Shout Network, letting all my umpties, and especially my sick fudge beast, those apes, we're having an impromptu pit party flash festival.
All right. I tell you what. This seems like you're endangering the mission, so I'll let you mark XP. Why don't you roll Act Under Pressure?
All right. Oh, that's not good.
The good news is
you get
2
to
experience.
mark experience. The bad news is, you will see Carl, the one of the guys here who's like a guard guy who's standing here. Jeff brought you in, and there's another guy here, and he kind of comes through, and you realize he's one of those auditor guys. And you'll see him look, and he clearly does like a quick like scan. You can see he's got a cyber eye, and you see him cast his eye over Daddy Bye Bye, and he clearly, Carl, you see him clearly. I mean, he pulls up the facial recognition. He gets the stuff that this guy is a threat and is on the Wayland Yutani want list.
And I use my last hold and disable the guard.
How do you disable him?
I am going to use my taser. I'm going to come up to him. Hey, dude. And then I'm going to come right in. And just, oh, God damn. Holy crap. What the hell is wrong with him? This guy's not. And I'll palm it away. I was like going, I think he's having a heart attack. He's just freaking out.
Okay, I'm going to need you to sell this. I'm going to have you make a fast talk roll for me, but I think you can. I think you will get this guy disabled, and now you got to sell it to the room.
Okay, I will sell it to the room.
Daddy, you can assist if you wish.
Okay,
I will assist. Let me do that for you.
Okay,
and that's a link
you can roll later.
Yeah, so you roll first, Carl.
Okay, so fast talk style. I'm still selling my identity.
Yep.
So I'm at 5, 6, 6, 7. I'm at 7.
You're fine. You're fine.
Yeah.
Though this is going to cause a small delay. Okay. Because they're going to get a medic down here because this guy's clearly had a seizure. Maybe some of his cyber thing is acting up. Jeff comes over to help you out. They turn their attention to that. Looks like it's gonna ask a couple more minutes here. Time is going on. Okay.
Okay. I gained an intel.
That you do.
Can I spend my to get this? Do I have to fast talk, or if I wanted to keep it going, should I mean.
No, you're good. You're good. The people are already on their way down. They're being processed. Okay. You've got this situation calmed here. Maybe a little bit alert. The medic comes. The nurse on staff comes down to get this guy. That there's a second auditor. So they're probably going to call him at some point here. But
do I have? Okay.
But this guy is kind of off the table. I'm going to come back to you in just a second because I need to do a quick check-in.
Yep.
Ringo.
Hi. Yes.
You're in the back of this van.
Yes.
They're in there talking.
Yes.
They're drinking
my armor's in
coffee.
here too.
They're talking with the hot redhead in there.
Yeah.
They keep talking. Oh, you heard that there's some people outside with missiles. You're stuck here in the back of a van.
All right. What would Ringo do?
Do you stay calm and wait here and follow orders?
May I take this? I don't know. Is this copping out? But I'd like to roll a cool for act under pressure to see if I give in to putting on my armor.
No, that is your choice.
You know what? I've got a lot of faith in Xavier.
Okay.
And if he screws this up, he's going to be burning some of that. But I'm going to sit tight. And no, I don't have a lot of faith in Chip.
Wait, what?
I have lots of faith in Chip. Faith to fuck everything up.
So,
Leroy Jenkins.
Even though me as a player wants to put on the armor, Ringo kind of like, I'm going to hold tight.
Okay. Awesome. You get yourself set. You kind of hang on. Keep yourself calm. And you will, boom, get there. Okay. So now, let's cut to Carl. Time ticks away, and then
during this, is it possible for me to reload the stun gun?
Oh yeah, that's not a problem. That's not a problem. Okay. I need you, Carl, to roll act under pressure.
Is there anything about this? Do I get my?
This is just you kind of staying calm, keeping the situation smooth and cool, and so on. I'll give you +1 forward from your assess earlier.
Can I get my +1 for selling my current identity?
No. This is just you staying cool, man.
Oh, there we go. No problem.
Oh yeah. They bring down first a guy you'll recognize as one of the sort of the secondary guys that like the Joe Schmo names you put on it. They bring him down, getting him into the sort of final processing room. You can see him through the plexiglass, and they bring down Jordan.
This is one of Matt's guys.
No, this is just a guy that you had on the list. And then they bring down Jordan Chio. You can see him. He's an older guy. You can clearly see the marks where he's got that kind of cyber brain implant to get him off the side. And then you've never actually seen these guys close up. But these two guys roil, exude, it just like force their way into this chamber. How fat are they, Matt?
Oh, we're talking like easily 500, 600 pounds.
They are in these prison suits that are barely holding them in. They're more stacked than Gloria is. Okay, they're breathing heavy. And
You're gonna be stuffed in the back of a van with them.
yeah, what that does is that does actually push them to process these other two guys faster. And they'll get these two out, and they're processing and like pushing these two umpties through. Okay. These guys.
These aren't even the nasty guys. The crazy guys.
These aren't the worst guys. So you're going to have two guys that are about the weight of 3 people, plus Chio, plus another guy, plus Ringo in the back of this van.
Is that too many?
That is going to be pushing the limit, sir.
Okay. Chip, you want to take these guys? Well, let's see. How easy is it to get out of the? How easy
If
is
you
it?
you can get them loaded up. All it means is that if something goes wrong, it'll be something going wrong because these guys were too fat. But right now, you load them up into the van. You get it set.
Body shaming me.
And you can get going.
Is there a secondary way out
What do you mean?
in this facility? I mean, do I know of one?
No, this is primary. I mean, they've got the front indoor out. That's the sort of intent for the prison complex.
Well, yeah, but okay. Well, I mean, there's like an employee exit, but there's. Okay, so we're away from the office people.
You can load these guys up in the van now.
Loading them up.
Okay.
Everything while they're
Ringo.
Okay.
Yes.
They open the back of this van. You've been very good. You have not put on your armor, and you'll look
Ringo,
out,
good boy.
and you will see just these two enormous, corpulent guys in jumpsuits getting ready to get into the back of the van with you.
Do they have an escort?
Yeah, there's some guards there, yeah.
Oh. All right. I move towards the back of the van.
Okay.
So that these big guys are going to be blocking the view.
Okay.
And I'm going to start putting on the armor.
That is going to be real hard in this enclosed area.
Yeah. Breathe it in, cowboy.
That's the smell of empty.
Am I in there? Am I there?
You'll see Ringo's in there. It looks like he is really uncomfortable with what is about to go on.
Okay. Can he? Does he have room if there's only one guy in there?
One umpty? Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to just sit there and while when the first one gets up, I'm going to hit there and then I'll say, wait a second. And I'm going to talk to this umpty and I'm going to be talking to him and go, wait, do you have any allergies or anything like that? No, because if you go in there, then that's going to be a problem. And I'll just start delaying a little bit, and so Ringo has some time to change.
Okay. That seems cool with me. Does that seem good with you?
That sounds like Xavier's got my back, and he's smarter than I am. So I was like,
let me ask you this.
All right.
Just one more question here. Chip, are you helping this situation at all?
Oh, no. Chip is now chatting up Gloria now that everybody else is distracted.
Okay, good. So you don't cause additional problems. Let's cut back to Scott and Ben. You know what the situation is there. You've got security held down. They are getting loaded up. Is there anything you two want to do? Ben is off site now, but he can do communications. Scott?
I will make sure that the cannons are ready to attack this enemy team, and I will make sure that I tell Xavier that there's a team out there waiting for you.
Okay.
They have a missile launcher. They were going to use it on Rake's van, but now that that's not there, they might use it on your van.
Okay. Rake, while I'm talking to him, Trace, what I need is there a second way out? Is there some kind of exit? Because I'm thinking of having the is there another exit for either for the car or for the or for to get out of to walk out of?
They normally don't put secret backdoor entrances to prison facilities.
Well, they have employee exits and stuff like that, and
It's a simple setup, essentially in and out through a main fence that people come in and out of.
Okay, so as soon as we get out, okay, so there's a building that we're going to drive out of, and then there's a fence. And how far away is the fence?
Now, you're parked out in front of a building. They've loaded the van out into there. There's maybe about 30, 40 feet to the fence and the exit entrance there, the sort of gate that you guys came in through.
And what time?
Be right back. I got to deal with kids.
Daytime?
I'm assuming it's night.
Oh, it's night. Okay, that's good. Okay. So I'll get. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Chip. Need your help back here with the prisoner transfer. You know, I know that you're got some balls in the air and you're looking over some other kind of property, but I need you to get over here.
All right. Do I need to feed them their intoxicating fudge?
Well, not now, but I think we need we're
because they're gonna go ape ass hit when I give it to them.
Well, we'll do that. I think we're going to do that. Let them take the van out, and then we're going to have to. We need a distraction from us. So Trace has got part of that. Rake, are you coming back to help us out, or what are you doing here? Because we need to get this going. Wait, are we outside the building?
Yeah, you're outside the building.
Okay, so right now, if we unpack the drone and it flew low, would it escape the guns?
The small drone, yeah, probably.
Do I expect that the assassin team or whoever is the ambush team, can they see us right now?
They probably have your van painted, yeah.
Oh, the van. Okay. I can't fast talk a missile. Do these
well,
missiles?
We got this one prisoner here, right?
Which we got two prisoners.
Well, we got one that's not one of these sick freaks.
Oh yeah, right.
And what if I was to feed him some of the fudge and we just turn him loose?
Well, I really
Would it draw a shot? I don't know. I don't care. Let's find out.
Let's just relax right now before we get going. Okay. Rake, are at least missiles, even those missiles should still have some GPS guidance on them. Can you deal with that? Can we block?
Interesting idea, Scott. You'd have to let go of your systems control on the thing here, but you could try and hack those missiles, that control system.
I was thinking we need that. I was thinking Rake.
I'm back.
Rake
Sorry
couldn't do
about
it.
that.
Not hacking and GPS, not
Yeah.
Can he have it? Well, can he? Yeah, except he's not hacking, but can he set up a GPS disruptor?
Sure. 2 gear, 1 for each.
I don't have 2 gear. I've got 1.
Oh, 1. I mean, that's better than nothing. When we got the on the one that's not the cannons. We got the cannons. We got one on your van covered with Trace, and then you cover the other one.
Okay. So
Sounds good. I'll do one.
okay, then boom, that will happen. Trace, what about you? Do you have a gear?
I do not have a. No, I don't have a gear.
Okay, do you want to try and hack this missile?
No. He's not going to hack the missile. He's going to shoot the team with the autocannons.
Okay.
So we got set up.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
That seems fine to me. All right. So let me get this straight. Armored Ringo, 2 600-pound guys, and 2 prisoners, all jammed in the back of this van. Chip and Xavier in the front seat. You guys are driving out.
Okay, we're.
Wait.
I think
1
we're
minute.
gonna get-
I got to take a squeege.
Okay.
So like, I'm just gonna hop out. You go on. I'll catch up with you.
Actually, what we're going to do is we're going to get. I think we're going to get everybody out of the car and walk through. Who is there somebody at the gate that we have to get through?
Yeah, they're guards at the gate, and you are out
Okay.
here in the middle of Wayland Yutani corporate land.
Okay, that's fine. We'll stay in the car. You're not getting back in, Chip.
I'm gonna check the tires, if you know what I'm saying. My molars are floating.
You need to be getting in pretty quick here. We need to move.
All right, if you gotta move. I'll catch up with you.
Are you heading off?
You want us to before we get outside the van, before we get outside the gate. Last chance. I'm telling you.
Yeah, don't worry about it.
Okay.
It's okay.
So
I actually am worried about it because you're not with us and we're gonna get hit.
Hit by what?
I told you we might be an ambush team. We think we've already identified them.
Oh, I had completely forgotten about that when I decided that I had to violently take a squeege.
So are you in or you out?
I guess you're not gonna let me out, are you?
Okay. Let's go. How fast can these big guys get out of the van?
not
Well,
fast.
if I give them this humpty I've got with me, they'll get all crazy. It's got it's laced with a new thing called lavender panda venom.
I don't need to get it. Got it. Yeah,
All
that's
right.
great.
So he's saying if he throws it out of the van, they will probably move pretty quick to get it.
No, I don't think so. We're saying the van is driving. Scott, you can see they're driving up to the gate. You can see those guys get in position. They're clearly going to wait until Xavier drives the van outside of the thing and light it up. Gates open. What do you do, Scott?
Gates open. They're all in the truck.
Yep. Do you
Then
do you
I'm going
let
to-
the ambush team hit them?
Lowell, I do need to do one thing real quick, and I think it should be easy before that happens.
Okay. Well,
It's
let
okay.
me resolve what Scott is doing, and then let me come back to you. Okay. Just I want to get that on the table, and then we'll do whatever his role is, but I want to know what he's doing first.
Okay.
I'm gonna basically communicate that they're gonna open fire as soon as you go out the gate. I'll try to create a distraction, and I will light them up with these.
With the autocannons. Okay, Carl, you were saying.
Yeah. I have to get out of the gate, and I want to spend my last hold to get out of the gate of this facility.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Okay. Then I get
They
an intel.
Okay. Scott, roll synth.
Shit. 3 plus 3, 6 plus 3 is 9, and I will have one hold left, and I will use that to make it a 10.
So, Carl, you guys are coming out. There's that tension. Ringo, you're kind of staying at alert with the thing because you know that ambush team could hit you. Plus, you're also jammed against the front of this thing by these two just horrible, smelly things. And they're like, oh, man, I hope we get that Humpty. We better get it fast, man. Because I don't know. Because I already shat myself once. And I'm going to do it again, man. And you get coming out.
I hate this plan.
And you kind of bouncing. And the van, Carl, this thing with these guys in it, it handles like a dog. I mean, you're like, it takes those turns like nothing, and then and you'll see these guns all along that building light up, and they all hit this spot, and you'll see this explosion as this active missile launcher gets hit with these guns, and that team vaporizes.
Okay.
And
Go with God.
you will drive off into the night.
And we're out.
Yeah.
Oh, I've got 4 intel left.
And you guys can drive off into the night.
I'm confused, guys. We did a mission. I didn't have to shoot anything. What happened?
I didn't get my experience for being needlessly violent.
And but why didn't we let Chip stay again? What was?
He pays off his debts better this way. This other guy that we have with us, as we're driving, I'm going to engage in a conversation, talk with him, try and find out what his story is.
Oh.
No. Before we move this van
I'm driving. Sorry, so I can't really do that.
Pull this van over and get these things out.
Okay. When we're making a transfer somewhere.
So you want to drop
Actually,
these?
No, just
Daddy,
here.
you tell me what you want to do. You want these guys
Here,
to
and Daddy just throwing some umpty to the guys. He's like, just open the door. They're gonna run out with their berserk.
We open the door.
Okay, when you open it and the umpty goes flying, they roll out after. Oh mama! There's stains in the back of the van where they were. Okay. And they will rush over to it, and it's in their mouths, and they are, oh, ma.
And we drive in the opposite direction.
Okay.
So there's a transfer point. We're going to make it?
Yeah.
Okay. Is this other guy that's with him?
This dude?
I'll ask it. I'll try and get his story. I was like, "Who are you? What
I had some tech skills, and they grabbed me up, and they grabbed anybody that had any kind of skills. They were sorting them out, like they were going to send me out, charge me and put me in indentured corp labor for 18 months or something.
I'm going to assess him. Now.
Sure.
And try and think if I believe him.
Oh yeah, I mean this is a guy you randomly chose.
Okay, so we chose him.
Yeah, it's just a random dude you put on the thing to round out the numbers.
Then the smart thing to do would just be to shoot him, and I am going to say, "Go, just get where do you need to be dropped off. Just go, just take off.
Okay,
see you later.
Oh, all right, as long as it's away from those fat fucks, sure. Okay.
That's hurtful to them. Those sick freaks.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't mean to. Okay, and he'll take off into the night.
I assume that does not count for acting against.
You clearly did it, so I will give you it, Carl. So shall we cut to you getting paid?
Yes, that sounds great.
All right, Carl, you arrive on site. That guy is there. He looks a little surprised to see you.
How's it going? It was all smooth as silk. Worked out well. We had no problems whatsoever.
Oh, well, good. I'm glad it was easy for you. Okay, well, I guess I will take possession of him.
Wait. There's the matter of a little indulgence I need for a buddy. let's get that thing blockchained first, shall we?
This guy looks at you, Carl. He's like, "What is this guy talking about?"
Yeah, well, don't worry about that. He talks a lot. He likes to make a lot of noise, and he's pretty useful when he's not talking and doing, but when he's talking, he's kind of annoying. So don't worry about it. It's nothing. Let's move on. We'll get in, and we'll be fine. He's gonna get what he wants. We'll be all right. Oh, you're gonna get what you want. You know what you want.
Everybody, what? So, Carl, I'm going to need you to roll with a +3.
Roll with a +3. Let's see. There's nothing we can.
Nothing you can do to this.
Let's see. Where's just a regular roll? Let's see. Just roll 2d6.
/roll, yeah.
D6 +3. 9. Okay, I have 3 intel that on the thing, and 1 intel on the ambush specifically that I did an assess on him.
Yeah. Okay, I'll give you a +1 for that.
Oh, there we go.
So under the getting paid move.
Yes, we are paid in full.
Okay, everybody gets triple what they staked.
Ooh, I'm super.
Oh, I hate you guys.
Tried to help you, but you didn't want to listen.
You didn't try to help me?
What are the? It's not a setup or an ambush, I assume, Carl.
Yeah, it's not a setup. I know who the employer is. We're paid in full. Okay, I will let, as a sign of, well, who wants to choose the last one? I'm thinking we got either you learn something from the mission, everyone marks experience, or the meeting doesn't attract the attention of outside parties. I'm kind of thinking that we're going to be done pretty quickly, so I'm going for the, I'm thinking of the experience.
Sure.
Okay, experience. Rake.
Sounds good. Yep, sounds good.
Trace.
Sure.
Mark the experience. Look at that. Okay.
Although Trace will ask you to, you might want to verify something.
Actually, none of us are hurt. We can have an ambush. Do you guys want to have an ambush?
A little late on that.
Xavier, can you verify the status of your friend?
Oh, I'm sorry. God, I'm sorry. I didn't know what you were saying. I thought I was talking. I wasn't thinking. No, I know he's dead.
Do you think he was part of the ambush party? Or
yeah. Is there any way to do that? What happened to?
We'll take that up next time.
I'm thinking it might be the guy that hired us that that set up the ambush.
All right, links. Let's start with you, Rake. Who did you learn something about?
I learned that Xavier is a pretty good leader, so I'm gonna
+1 with Xavier. Oh, everybody mark another experience for having completed the mission.
Woohoo! Look at that.
Yay.
Oh, and 1 for getting paid. Sorry. You get another one, so that's another 1.
Ding ding! Woohoo! Another advancement.
Okay.
Nice.
Ringo, who'd you learn something about?
Xavier, he kept his cool and he kept it all in line, and I didn't even have to pull out my gun, and apparently I was paranoid to get in my armor, and he told me I didn't need to, so all right, he's the man with the plan.
Awesome. And what about you, Chip?
I also learned something about Xavier, in that he talks about murdering me a lot, and he stole my helicopter.
There you go. We certainly did learn quite a bit there. And what about you, Trace?
Do we get a share of selling that helicopter or what?
That hasn't been sold yet.
Oh. Is 3 the highest that links can go?
3 is if you increase it past that, then there's a kind of a turnover action that occurs.
What's a turnover action?
What it means is it resets back to 1, but and let me tell you how that works here.
But good things happen.
146. Hold on 1 second. Okay. When it would increase to +4, essentially it would kind of change your relationship with that person. We would frame a scene between them. You would reset your links with them to 0, and you'd both mark experience.
Interesting. Huh.
Oh man, that doesn't seem worth it.
That's kind of interesting, actually.
Let's see. Who did I learn something about? I'm going to say I learned something about Chip.
Okay.
That he's very, very interested in the opposite gender, and this might be something I can use against him later.
That sounds great.
And that is 100% true.
And finally, Xavier.
I have definitely learned more about Daddy Bye Bye and I can one, which was very surprising, that he does add value to the team if he can be corralled or at least focused on a particular thing and let him do his thing, and
Like the opposite gender.
whatever it is.
He loves that.
So distracting him in ways and letting him loose at the same time are ways to work with Daddy Bye Bye.
Perfect. All right, guys. We will talk.
I leveled up too. I just have a quick question.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
When you buy a skill from another class, from another person's
Yeah.
playbook,
If someone has it, if it's somebody's playbook,
already has.
Like let's say you're taking it from the infiltrator or you're taking it from the killer, you need to ask them permission before you can take it.
I see. If they already have the ability or anything from their playbook.
Anything from their playbook.
I see. Gotcha. Okay. I was curious how that worked.
So we don't step on one another's toes
Yeah.
and
Gotcha. That makes
steal
sense.
the spotlight on something that the other person's supposed to be
Specialty.
doing.
Right.
Yeah,
And anyone should feel free to say, I'd rather not. You should always feel free to say that, because there's a lot of things to pick, and if you that's supposed to be your area there, okay? We'll take up with that next week. We've got next session and one more after that to finish things out, okay?
How much can I get for this extra pay data, or do you want to
2 credits.
do that next time?
2 credits, Scott. And I won't even make you roll for selling it.
All right.
Lowell, by the way, this is a very good alternative system. I mean, it definitely works, and it's
For what it wants to do, I think it's it is a game that is mean, which I think is kind of
that's
interesting.
fine. I mean, and that's what there's. I mean, I like it when the game mechanics drive the style, and it's they accomplish a role playing purpose.
Yeah.
A Humble Bundle right now has, I think, 8 Powered by the Apocalypse games up.
Yeah.
So it's very similar, or what is it?
Yeah, it's all based
It's
on
all
the
the same underlying rules engine.
Though this one is a little meaner than the other ones, but it's all the same engine. I'll send everybody the link to the Humble Bundle because it's got some really good games in it.
I'm back. Sorry about that.
I highly recommend it. They're very interesting to read. They use the same approach. There's a superhero one. There's Apocalypse World, which is a post-apocalypse game, which is kind of as brutal as this game is. And there are a bunch of others.
One thing I don't like about this game series is that how you individually score experience off of your whatever directive thingies. I've scored 0 points off that so far, and Matt scored a bazillion.
Well, that
Like,
happened to me
that
the
doesn't seem
first
very
time I
fair.
played in the system. I was the guy that scored no experience. I feel like that's part of learning the system is learning that you have to do your things.
Well, and I'll tell you one thing. What I should have done, and what let's check in at the beginning in next session, Ben, is you can change those directives. You can say, okay, this isn't working for me. I'm not hitting this. I want to do something else. And so if you want to look at those next time, we can talk about that and maybe get you some stuff that will generate things. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds good.
Yeah.
It just seems like some of the objectives are very much more
You
things that people can do, under their control,
Right.
and things that are just out of your control. Like the things that I depend on corporations messing with me versus me doing things to the
Well, you can always
to
change
the
those.
scenario.
You can always
so.
change those. Yeah, so that's not a thing.
I will highlight that Matt is facing a penalty, or there's a downside to your choices as well, because I think we've all seen how that's kind of turned. It's almost gotten Matt shot. So
By
just
both
something
the
to be aware of.
enemy and the friend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, all of the it seems like all of these directives have some negative side as well.
Yeah,
But
but next
And
time,
that's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll have people take a look at it next time, and we'll see what would be better fit for you that you think you might be able to play out and enjoy playing out. Because really, it's about you choosing things that you would like to play out at the table that you think could be fun. Okay, more than anything else.
Thanks again, Lowell.
Thank you guys very
Yeah.
much.
Well, thanks,
we'll
Lowell. Yep.
see everybody then next week for the second to last session.
cool.
Right.
All right.
Cool.
All right.
Right.
All right.
Thanks.
Good night.
Take care.
Night.